You know, I woke up with this burden on my heart. And I feel like I needed to come on here and share this burden. I pray that what I'm about to share touches who it needs to touch, that it penetrates the hearts of those that it needs to penetrate. But I came on here to tell you today to take God off of your 911 call list. Stop calling on him only when there's an emergency. Stop calling him when things are going. Stop calling on him only when things are going wrong. Place God on your everyday call list. Adjust your priorities. Life is getting harder and harder by the day. We can no longer be in a relationship with God nonchalantly. This 1 foot in and 1 foot out nonsense needs to stop. Your life depends on it. And those of us that has children, their lives depend on it. Whatever it is that you are searching for in the moment, God has it. God has it in the palm of his hands. We can no longer continue to seek God nonchalantly. We need to do more. I know you're tired. I know you're overwhelmed by life, because life is lifing for everybody right now. Everybody is going through something. This is why we need to be seeking God even more. Like you, I was the same way. I only called on God when I needed something. But one habit that I grew up with was that I would pray every night before I go to bed. And the only reason why I was doing that is because it benefited me. Every time that I went to bed without praying, I would have a nightmare. And as a little girl, it scared me. So I would always pray this quick prayer before I go to sleep, and I would always repent. But it's not in the sense that I've had a relationship with God. No. It was because I know if I didn't do this, if I didn't pray, I would have nightmares. Those times are over now. Those times are over now. It is time to get serious about God. It is time to get serious about your relationship with God. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. We don't have any more time to waste. We don't have any more time to waste. If you're in your 30s and up, stop wasting time. When I first gave my life to Christ, I was still a club promoter. I was still going to parties, still drinking. Still going to the club. Still doing everything that I used to do while I was in the world. But I feel the need to share this with you. Don't worry about the things that you are engaged into right now. Just submerge yourself into God. Submerge yourself into God. When I stopped doing these things, it wasn't on my own. God did it. It wasn't on my own. To be honest, I just woke up one day and I no longer had the desire to go partying. I no longer had the desire to go clubbing. The desire left me. It left me. And people would just invite me to parties, invite me to clubs, and I would say no. And I didn't feel any regret. But at that time, I didn't know that was God removing the desire from me, removing the desire from my heart. And He can do the same for you. If you come to Him in spirit and in truth, He can do the same for you. And to be honest, y'all, I didn't even pray. It wasn't even a prayer. I didn't even pray to God and say, God, please help me to stop going to the club. Please help me to stop doing this. No. We cannot transform ourselves. We cannot change ourselves. Only God can do it. Stop trying to do it on your own. What addicted person do you know that stopped cold turkey and succeeded? If we could do it on our own, we wouldn't need God. If we could do it on our own, we wouldn't need God. So today I encourage you to just submerge yourself into God. Submerge yourself into a relationship, a true relationship. Begin to read His word. I don't care if it's a verse a day. Read it. Memorize it. It'll begin to penetrate you. It will begin to do what it needs to do. Do not conform to the things of the world. There's nothing. There's no fulfillment in the things of the world. There's nothing there. It's empty. It's empty. And it's coming from someone that was in the world heavily. And I can honestly say that since I have given my life to Christ, this is the happiest that I've ever been in my entire life. Because the void that I was seeking to be filled while I was in the world was only filled temporarily. But when God fills a void, He fills it permanently. He doesn't fill it and empty it out. He doesn't fill it and empty it out. The devil knows what he is doing. He is making you to fill your void with a relationship. He's making you to fill your void with the wrong relationship. And eventually, He's going to snatch it out of your hands. And you end up broken and empty again. And try to move on to the next relationship just for the same cycle to begin to continue to repeat itself over and over. It's time to stop conforming to the ways of the world. It is time to seek God with all of your heart, with all of your mind, and with all of your soul. It's time.